What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the channel Appalachian Smokewagon. Thanks for clicking. Today we've got a red dot sight for you. Gowutar was kind enough to send this out to the channel to get me to test it out and show you guys. So we're going to unbox it today. And later in this video, you'll see it on the range in action. So let's get to the unboxing. Looks like a really solid dot. Has some good features. We're going to go over it. If you don't mind to smash that subscribe button for me, it really helps the channel and helps other companies want to send me things to show you guys. So subscribe and leave a comment. This is a Gowutar GP-9 6 MOA red dot. It's made to slide right on a pistol, but you can put it on PCCs or rifles, whatever application you want to put it on. It does have the RMR footprint, which is one of the most popular footprints for mounting pistol mounted optics. Pretty nice packaging. Let's get to the good stuff here. Gowutar has sent another optic out that we have reviewed, and it's currently riding on Gravy Train's Zastava M70, and we haven't had any trouble out of that. It's been used quite a bit. I haven't had it on a pistol though, so take that for what you will. Get your cleaning cloth, get a nice thick 3M Gowutar decal, instruction manual. Who needs an instruction manual? I never read them. I know you guys don't either. A boatload of screws. That's one thing a lot of these red dot companies miss. They don't give you a good assortment of screws because all the handguns out now, most of them are cut for dots and all of them take different screws. So it looks like you got a pretty good assortment of screws to work with here, which is a plus. Get a cool tool. It's got the flathead side for making your adjustments, and then it's got the Torx bit to tighten your Torx screws. Make sure everything's good and tight to the slide or whatever mount you put it on. It does come with a battery. It takes a CR2032, which is a pretty popular battery these days. Set everything over here, everything that comes in the box. Then we'll get to what everyone is here to see. That's everything in the box. Let's get this jewel out. I'm really excited for this optic. I'll leave a link in the description where you can go and look at this optic and see if you may be interested in it. Very, very light. Does have a very big viewing window. Now it is 6 MOA, so it is designed for a pistol with a 6 MOA dot. At 100 yards, you're looking at 6 inches. So it's more designed for a pistol like out to 25, 30 yards. At 50 yards, you're looking at about a 3-inch dot is what your dot would look like at 50. So it's designed for pistol. You do have some makeshift iron sights here in the back. It is made in China. Feels really light, feels really sturdy. You got some aggressive, I don't know what you would call this, jimping or whatever up here for traction, or if you want to rack off of it or rack it off of something. tactile buttons. Let's see how the clicks are. If I can get the tool in it. Very audible and tactile clicks. It's not mushy. You can feel and hear every click on your adjustments, which is a good thing. And this tool fits in that slot very tight. Same on the... So both of them have very audible and tactile clicks. I'm going to put you guys on pause for a second. I'm going to get the battery installed and we'll fire this thing up and see what the dot looks like. This is the model with only the dot. If I'm not mistaken, you can get a circle dot and other reticles in this. This is the one with just the dot. So let's get this thing, get a battery in it and get it powered up. Okay, we're back. We did get the battery installed and you can see the dot there. It looks kind of big on screen. 6 MOA is kind of a big dot. A lot of competition guys use the 6 MOA dot. Gives you quick target acquisition along with the big window. This thing does have shake awake. If the sight sets idle for 4 minutes, it goes off. Saves your battery life. As soon as you nudge it, move it, shake it, the dot pops right back on. It is made of 7075 T6 aluminum, 1500G shockproof, IPX7 waterproof, and does have shake awake. So those are all great features. I was just looking through the manual and it says the GP-9 has been preset to 0 at a distance of 33 yards when it leaves the factory. So only minor adjustments should be required. So they have it preset to 33 yard 0. As you know, I twisted my knobs and messed mine all up, so I can't confirm that. But we're going to get this thing mounted on something and get it to the range, and it'll either be included in this video or on another video. I'm not sure. I'm not going to be able to get to the range today, so I may just go ahead and post this unboxing and then do another video of me actually testing this. But it looks like a solid dot, and it's got all the features you would want. Shake awake. Can't find anything on battery life on here. I'm looking, battery life. Okay. I guess we got 160 to 50,000 hour battery life. That's a pretty big segment there. I guess at the brightest setting would be 160 hours, and at the lowest setting you'd have 50,000 hours. So I really don't know on that. I usually keep mine set right about the middle setting, go to the middle setting, and then up about 2 more brightness settings, so I can see them when my flashlight is deployed up against a white wall. I can see the dot through that. But so far I'm excited for this dot. I really like the looks of it. It's kind of got the looks of the new Trigicon RMR HD with the SRO, where it kind of sticks out right there, so you can have your top load battery. Top load battery is great. I'm still running the RMR on my EDC, and the only downfall to that optic is you have to take it off to put the battery in the bottom. I really like these top load batteries. They make things so simple. You don't have to pull the optic off, redo the battery, go check your 0, all that nonsense. You can just pull your battery right here and pop one back in and be good to go. So with a top load battery, battery life is not that much of a big deal as it used to be. But yeah, I'm really excited for this optic. Thank you, Gowutar, for sending it out. We're going to take it out and put it through its paces. I'm not sure what handgun we're going to put it on. But we will find a handgun, put it on, and we will test it. So stay tuned. If you're interested in this dot, looks really good. It's got a really thick housing here, really solid housing. Looks like it would be pretty tough. And that's about all I got for you guys. Thanks for watching. If you're wanting to get into dots, here's a pretty budget friendly way to get in without having to spend $400 or $500 to get a Trijicon or whatever. And we will see how it holds up, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more content. Hopefully we can get on the range soon. We'll have some more knife content, and Gravy Train and I will be back on the range soon, hopefully. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Smoke Wagon out.